Welcome to the channel. Today's video is all about my favorite men's fragrances at the moment. If you're new, this is a men's fragrance channel from a woman's perspective. So let's start with, I'm going to go from my least favorite to my top favorite, but they're all my favorites basically. I've got 8. The first one that I always just go back to and I'm like, this is a damn good fragrance, and it is super affordable, and it's L'insoumis from Lalique. This fragrance is so unique. It's fresh but still warm and deep. It's just got the sprayer. Have you seen this? It's got an amazing sprayer as well. It's got this booziness that I just adore. It reminds me of like a really manly drink, like a Negroni or some whiskey on the rocks or something. It's got that in there, but it's not a sweet gourmand fragrance, but it's got that booziness in there and also that woodiness, vetiver. It's a wonderful scent, super unique for the price point, especially. Like, you won't find anything that unique for this price point. It's just so good, and it's been my favorite because it's one of those that I know that nobody will be wearing this. If I tell my husband to wear it, nobody will be wearing this fragrance. He'll be the only one smelling like this. Next up is this sexy ass cologne, and it is Prada Lunar Rosa Black. It's really sensual, especially now for the season. It's just perfect. It's cozy. It's mysterious. Oh man, I love it so much. Oh, it's everything. And it's not the loudest fragrance in the room. It's not that, but still there is something to say for those sensual, close encounter sort of fragrances, romantic date fragrances, and this is perfect for that. It's got this tiny bit of like this dusty vanilla. It's got a bit of mint in there. It's just so sexy. I promise you, like, if you smell like this, it will definitely impress a lady. Next is another fragrance that I've been obsessed with ever since the summer. This fragrance, I would say, is for somebody who just loves smelling fresh, but you don't want a blue fresh cologne. This is Overdose by Oman Luxury. This bottle is like 1/3 gone already, and we've had a bottle for about a month. Before that we had a sample, and 2 samples actually. It's so good. It's like this ginger fizzy drink when you open it up, and then it goes to this like leathery, woody scent that it just really projects. So it's a fresh fragrance that still projects, which is great. It's hard to do for a fresh fragrance, and it's so different. It's really like niche level. You get what you pay for because nobody will be smelling like this, and it's so attractive. So like, I'm just drawn to it. It's really just something else. Next up is a fragrance that finally we have a bottle of in my collection, and it's been years on the list because I love it so much, and it's Herid from Parfum de Marly. This scent is a perfect tobacco scent. It's perfect for this time of the season. It's warm, it's super spicy. It's got a bit of fruitiness at the top as well. It's vanilla. It's not a dupe for Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford. If you're thinking that, it's definitely not. It's much more spicy and less sweet. Although it's still sweet, it's less sweet and dense than Tobacco Vanille. Super sexy scent, very warming and perfect for wintertime. It's still one of the best Parfum de Marly's in my opinion. I don't know what beats a designer fragrance for men other than this. Bleu de Chanel. Parfum especially recently has been my obsession for men. It's just amazing. I mean, I don't care what you say, you can't go wrong with Bleu de Chanel. It's one of those citrusy scents that is also woody and smoky, especially this parfum. This smells much more luxurious than the Eau de Parfum, but it projects a bit less than the Eau de Parfum. But I love the dry down on this is so much better than the Eau de Parfum. Like just smelling like my husband's neck. It's just one of those super manly scents that every girl out there absolutely loves. Next up is a scent that is for those of you that like more syrupy scents, and it's Suave from Matiere Premiere. You can now get it in the US. I believe for the longest time you couldn't, so I didn't really talk about the scent. But man, this is, if you like scents like by the fireplace, really smoky, rich, warm scents, this is like a niche level version of it. It's not a dupe, but it definitely has the facets of by the fireplace. It's super smoky, it's really woody, but the vanilla in here, it's rich, it's spicy, it's so much more just 3D and robust. This lasts forever, and if you really live like in a cold climate, like I think of Scandinavian, like really wintry countries, then this will just really linger and make you smell amazing wherever you go. Just think like sitting in a Helsinki hotel by the fire, drinking a really nice manly drink. What is a manly drink, by the way? Like I would say like a Negroni or old-fashioned, but I love those as well. Next scent that I adore, I literally love it, but there's one downside to it, so stay tuned for that. But it's one of my favorite scents. I just love this scent profile, and people do love it as well, because this scent profile will get you crazy compliments, crazy attention, and it's this fragrance is Carved Oud from Thammen. It's very close to Oud Wood by Tom Ford. Like any scent along those lines, it just gets crazy attention, and I love it. There's something about it that it's just, I get obsessed with this scent. Whenever I smell it, I get absolutely obsessed with it. I can't get out of it. It's woody, but this is a bit chocolatey, a bit darker than Oud Wood. And it's just so dry, woody, manly. It's beautiful. But the downside, my bottle, I don't know about you, because I've heard that people say this is long lasting. Man, like this lasts up to an hour, maybe. Like, what is wrong? Is something wrong with my bottle? Or like, what do you have this scent? How long does it last on you? Because I don't know if there is something wrong with my bottle, or is like, do people want it in their mind to last longer? I just don't know what it is. So that is the downside of it. You just have to apply it all the time. So even Tom Ford Oud Wood is longer lasting. But this scent profile, it is absolutely amazing. So that's why I'm also mentioning Oud Wood, because to me, that is more worth the money if you're spending on this sort of a scent, because you want the fragrance to last longer. But maybe literally something is wrong with my bottle. So let us know, like all of us in the comments, if this scent is long lasting on you. And number one at the moment for me, it is my obsession. I love it. It's hyper uber strong. It's an OG scent, but I don't think I've talked about it on this channel. Don't think I've ever talked about it, but I love it. And it is Tom Ford Black Orchid. My husband started wearing it and I'm obsessed with it. It's so strong. Every room he walks into smells like this. I love how rich and chocolatey it is. I also love this cucumber-like opening, the freshness it has. It's dark, mysterious. It's addictive, quite honestly, and I know it's been around forever, but I didn't know I was so obsessed with it. But my husband became obsessed with it, and I was like, this scent is so good. And sometimes it is different when you smell it on somebody in the air. It just hits different, and it does. So if you want a sexy scent trail this winter season, Tom Ford Black Orchid, it's still chef's kiss. What is your number one fragrance at the moment? Let me know, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love it if you did, because I see a lot of you watching and you haven't subscribed. You watch it but you haven't. And also thank you so much for the members on this channel, for supporting me and this channel and on what I do on here. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And I just hit myself. I often do this. No spatial awareness whatsoever.